Hey there and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here. It's been a little while since I've sat down and done a story time, and I've always wanted to tell this story, but I kind of figured it wasn't really like a long in-depth one, so it didn't really justify a video. But every time I come back to it, I'm like, I gotta tell this story. So even if it's gonna be a short video, I'm gonna tell it anyway. So sit down, get comfortable, and let's get into it. So to paint a picture for you, I live in like a relatively quiet, peaceful neighborhood. As long as I've lived here, there hasn't really been a lot going on, and I've lived in this neighborhood like on and off for 15 years, 17 years-ish, around that time. So a really long time to know what this neighborhood is like. And I've always felt very comfortable going for walks, even when the sun is down. I actually like try to go for walks on a regular basis. So, you know, and I've never felt unsafe in any way, in any way, shape, or form. So this was just like, you know, another standard night for me. I think I was actually going to meet up with somebody at that time. Like, we lived like just on opposite sides of this like area that I'm in. So we're gonna meet up somewhere like local, somewhere like kind of in the middle. And it was maybe like 7, 8 o'clock. Really wasn't that late at all, but it was definitely dark at this time. So I'm doing my usual walk and I'm at the end of my street and I just cross onto the opposite side. And then as I'm like about to go walk a little bit further, I see this car just like driving at a normal pace, and then they just stop. Like stop right at me. Then they roll their window down. And me, assuming that they're probably just looking for directions, I go up to the window. And I don't even think I introduced myself at this point, because this was a while ago. This was like maybe 5 years ago or something like that. Me just kind of assuming that it's just a person asking for directions. It's happened. I remember this like man was in there, and it was like kind of like an SUV type thing, and he leans like over and looks at me and he goes, "Get in." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Get in my car." And I was like, no, I don't know you." And then he goes, "Okay, how much?" And I was like, none, $0, like, sorry, nothing. And I think he prompted one more time. I think he was like, "Get in." And I was just like, "No." And then he rolls up his window and just speeds off, just totally, completely speeds off. And I was like, what just happened? And I don't even have any recollection of what he looked like in my mind. Like, I think he had short hair, I think it was brown, but it was also really dark, and I think it was just so surreal for me that I was like, what just happened? And then like, I wasn't sure if I should go home, if it was like even safe to go home, because maybe he might be following me. I have no idea. I was also just shocked that this happened in my neighborhood, but I mean, like, no neighborhood is immune to stuff like that. So, but for me, it was just kind of like, whoa, seriously, that just happened? But I decided to just keep walking, meeting this person that I was going to meet, and just being like, this like really weird thing just happened. Like, I've definitely had people who've said some really uncomfortable things, but never have I ever had anyone who just flat out demanded I get into their car and then ask me how much I want to get in their car and then speed off. And thankfully nothing like that has ever happened like that here again. I didn't hear anything about it on the news, because believe me, I was checking the news after that to see if like anyone else had some really strange experiences. I wish I got his license plate or something, but you know, what can you really do at that point? He didn't physically harm me in any way. But it was just really weird. And that's why I kind of feel like I didn't really want to make a video about it, because it was just so short. There's no end to it. It was just a really weird experience, but it makes a great story time. Anyways, that's it for this story. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will definitely be doing more, because I have a lot of very strange experiences to share. Don't forget, you can find new videos from me every Wednesday and every Sunday, and new blog posts every Tuesday and every Friday, which you can find the information for down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This time I'm at Charlotte Russe, which is definitely one of the places I always have to see when I go to the States. I was kind of disappointed with the selection when I went there, but I did manage to find some cute pieces, but let's just get right into it. This first piece I actually think I pulled from the Straight